Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. I hope you're doing well today. We are here for part 2 of Orin gushes about their friends. Because I got some amazing friends to talk about, who I absolutely adore. And let's get going. This year, I have met a lot of people and done a few collabs, but very few people have had the impact on me and the course of this year for me as Rock Gang. Aha. Rock Gang was just a group of people that I had only really known for a short time at this point. But I'd met them on a Discord server. I didn't even know they were VTubers when I first met them. They're just cool people that I talked to. But we got to know each other, and one day I decided to watch Himari's stream. And she was doing a Stardew Valley collab with Spooky, who she was actually the one who created his model and her own model. But they were talking about getting more people involved, and I just decided, hey, I'm gonna try to get in on this. I enjoy Stardew Valley. I want to play games with friends. And so Rock Game became our weekly thing for quite a while, and I love all these friends. These images on screen here were drawn by Himari, and so I will start with just talking about her. Kaneko Himari. She has been one of my favorite people this year. She and I share our one single brain cell. It is wild how much we have in common while being very different in other ways. Himari's become one of my closest friends. We have, the day that this comes out, I should have, yesterday I believe, had a collab with Himari, assuming nothing got in the way of that. And just, Himari is one of the coolest people out there. She works her absolute butt off. She sometimes makes you regret talking to her, but she's so kind and good and just an incredible friend. Someone who I'm incredibly grateful to have met. She is a very talented artist. Oh, I already saw that one. So, here are some of her arts from this year. That, there's her, some Pokemon stuff. Our beloved God is Dead. The top right is one she made for my birthday, with my cute little Myra there. And the top left is the one from our thumbnail when we did that cursed stream that brought us God is Dead. Which, the fact that God is Dead became a real thing is just one of my favorite things to happen this year. It was so funny. And there's a larger version of the birthday one. Not sure I had that separate, but I love this picture. And then Himari and I had that huge endurance stream back during our playthroughs of Scarlet and Violet. That was such a fun time. Himari has been a very blessed part of this year. I am very grateful for her and hope we can continue to be great friends this year. The next rock gang I'll talk about is Spooky. The model was drawn by Himari, and Spooky is a really cool dude. He's just a lot of fun to hang out with, although he's been really busy with real life stuff. How dare he have a life? I believe it's education he's busy with, getting all smart. He's a cool dude. He's one of the, as I mentioned, one of the first people I started interacting with this year with Rock Gang, and I really appreciate him. He's a good dude. Now, the final member of Rock Gang, besides myself, obviously, is Tai, or TaikunZ. He's a silly one. Let me move that there. He is just a lot of fun. Another friend who I need to watch more of as I get, try to manage my free time better this year. He makes some really fun content. I know I've seen, he's rated me a few times back when I was streaming on Twitch, and I really appreciate him. He's a little bit of an oddball, but that's why we love him. We need to talk more and maybe do some collabs with us. I don't know. Well, let's talk. Another friend I met through Discord is Sachi Psyche. I think that's her name. Let me double check. Yes, EmpressSachi. She is so cool. She had a long hiatus to do work stuff and all that, but she's super cool. Absolutely gorgeous model here. I haven't talked to her as much as I would like to, but I definitely consider her a very important friend. She does some real chill streams, from the city skyline stuff to Cuphead, and she does a lot better at quote-unquote rage games than I ever could. Although that Fall Guys stuff was very amusingly terrible. Yes, go check out Sachi. She's super cool, and I love her. Here we have the adorable Edelweiss. Adi is someone I liked with the rest on that I've talked about so far. Is someone I knew before she became a VTuber. She is an absolutely precious little thing. Loves food, as you can tell. But she is so sweet and kind. And she actually talked to me a bit when she was wanting to become a VTuber. Asking me questions and stuff, and I got a real soft spot for this little girl. She's so precious. Just gotta give her lots of love and pets. She, I believe, still streams Mute, but she's active in the chat and just a total vibe, and makes you want to protect. Everyone has VTuber groups that they enjoy and are inspired by. You got the big ones like Niji Sanji and Hololive and V-Shoujo and all that. But there's a smaller one that I have a huge soft spot for. And that is Shirayuri Production. Shirayuri Pro, or S Pro, are some of the coolest people I've had the pleasure of interacting with since I got into the community of VTubing. They work their absolute butts off. They are so sweet and the chances I've had to interact with them have just been a blast. Whether it's hanging out in the Discord, sometimes hopping into VC, whether it's just chilling in their streams, they're all just so good. I love all of them. And similarly to before, the CEO of S-Pro, Ancho, was actually a friend of mine before S-Pro launched. So I got to see all these wonderful talents come into the fold, and a few who've since, come and gone. But I absolutely love them. And I'll just talk briefly about each of them. First, on the left we have Amano Kohana. She is so precious. We love Zia Wu. She is just super calm and lovely, and she just always does her best. Unfortunately, she's been on a hiatus for health and school reasons, but anytime I get the chance to interact with her, it's some of the most wholesome stuff you can ever find. Kohana might be one of the most wholesome people I've ever met. She is just a blessing. I absolutely love her. Someone I always want to catch her streams, even though she tends to stream at crazy hours. But I love Kohana. Next, on the left from the center, is Yoro Yo-Yo, our adorable, definitely not tiny dictator of Yo-Yo Mania. She is loud and brash and adorable. She is so much sweeter than she'll let you think. Sometimes you enter her stream and she's screaming about something completely wild. Other times you get blessed with one of the most surprisingly amazing singing voices you've ever heard. All of these talents are very good singers. Definitely check them all out. But Yoro is so much fun. She has way too much energy, but she is amazing. Now, in the middle, we have Nyaru, the Eternal Shooting Star Idol. Nyaru is someone who, while I don't watch as much of her content as I would like, she is such an inspiration for how hard she is always working and how she went from calling herself a failed idol to accepting who she is and becoming the Eternal Shooting Star Idol. She is being who she wants to be and putting her absolute all into it. And I respect the absolute heck out of her. She is amazing. She sings, she dances, she makes lewd jokes. She's the full package. She's a lot of fun. Next, on the right of Nyaru is Tatsu. Tatsu is a rice ball who's full of everything fun. She can be wholesome, she can be gremlin, she can just do so many fun things. I love when I can come to her streams. She actually this past year did content every single day, whether it was an upload to YouTube or a stream. We had 365 days of Tatsu. Now this year, because of school, she's not going to be doing that as much, but she's still an absolute blessing, an adorable rice bowl, and so cute, so fun. I definitely need to go to even more of her stuff this year. Last but definitely not least, we have Lavi FRC, our local alchemist who lives in a box. Lavi is sometimes the little brother of the group, and as such, he gets bullied. And that's okay, because we all love Lavi. We Lavi you. He is not as much, doesn't make as much streams as the others, because of, you know, real life responsibilities, but he's another real vibe. He's a lot of fun. He actually can open his eyes. I did not know that for like almost a year of knowing him. But he is super cool. One of my favorite people to just vibe with in a voice chat when they're having one on the server or something. He's such a fun guy. He's a lot taller than I thought he was. Look, I guess that makes sense that he's the tallest of the group. Then again, S-Pro's not the tallest group of people, but don't tell them I said that. But I adore Shirayuri Pro. They have brought me so many wonderful experiences, not just through the group, but through the people I've met through the group. They are just a blessing, and I'm so grateful that I was able to be involved in their community. Bless S-Pro, bless Ancho, bless everyone involved, all the staff and talents. As I mentioned, I've met a lot of people through the community, and one of those people is Lyrical Nyx. Nyx is a special child. She is an adorable time-traveling magical girl, no, she's a magical girl of time. I'm not entirely sure of her lore, but Nyx is amazing and hilarious. She's so good at balancing between fun, wholesome streams where she gets bullied, and then just will randomly say something completely out of left field, and you're just left going, okay. But we love Nyx. She is adorable and fun and a really good friend. And I've accidentally upset her before from being careless, but she reached out to me and we were able to talk things out, and that meant a lot to me. I've had some really bad experiences in the past where I'll accidentally upset someone and things just go very south very quickly. So Nyx being willing to reach out and talk things out with me meant the world. And I'm so grateful for her. And thank you, Nyx. Someone I met through Nyx is the adorable, lovely Celerity Dust. Cell is one of my favorite people I've ever met. I love hanging out with them. I try to be in every stream I can. Just, they are so much fun. I am so proud of how much they've grown this year. I met them when they were pretty small, but they've grown so much, both not just in, metrics and analytics, but as a content creator. They're always striving to do their best. And they have such a fun community, even if a little bit crazy sometimes. But they're so welcoming to everyone, regardless of background or any differences. Cell is always trying to learn more and just adorable, as you can tell. Just look at this cuteness. Shout out to Half Enlightened for this specific art. But yeah, I love Cell. Cell, I want to do more collabs with you. We can invite Nyx too. You guys are the best, and I appreciate so much being able to share your guys' communities. Editing Orin here. Cell actually sent me a little video message to share with you all, and I almost forgot to put it in, so here we go. Thank you, Cell.
Hi, Orin. It's Larry Dust from the College of Celestial Causal, and I wanted to wish you a happy anniversary. It's been an eventful year, but you've always pushed through and always kept up a stride, and I really appreciate that about you. And editing videos, that's a lot more effort than I could really put into things, so I'm really proud of you to be able to sort of manifest that will and put it to something. I'm wishing you another good year, okay? Things will be great. I'm wishing you the best of luck. See you.
Now this brings me to a group of friends that have been maybe more important to me even being here than anyone I've talked about so far. I love all my friends, but the next few people are... I've known them for a couple years now, and they have changed my life. The first one is another of my favorite people, one of my best friend, Ariel. Ariel is just a wonderful friend of mine. He's been a lot more busy this year, and we haven't gotten to hang out as much. But he has helped me so much with so many things in the past. He has helped me get past some major issues that held me back for years. He's just been such a good friend, so kind, and I hope we can hang out more this year. I love you, my friend. Another friend who has been incredibly important to me is hanakasensei, or as I call him, Su-chan. He has been such a wonderful friend to me. He is one of my many children, and he was my original rigger before Rome updated me, and he's just been such an amazing friend for me. You know, we've helped each other for a lot. He just recently reached 1,000 subs on YouTube, and I'm so proud of you. You've worked so hard. You are just such a wonderful person, and I want you to remember that. Okay, buddy? He's actually the one who made this little emblem for me. It was I was using it as my Twitch sub icon, now it's just part of my layout. But it's so cool. I adore it. He is an incredible young man. And I love you. Next person I would like to talk about is my friend Alan, or Aran Kairu. He goes by many names, but he is an adorable young-ish friend of mine. He's so much more talented than he will give himself credit for. He actually made me a couple of emotes this year. 3. I don't know if they're this year, but whatever. Some really fun little emotes here. And he even made me these powderoos. Look how cute they are. He is so much more talented than he realizes. He has been such a good friend to me, and I'm so grateful. Love you, love you. It's just, he is so much fun to chat with, or just hang out. And he secretly got an incredible singing voice. He's amazing. Next, I'd like to talk about Guri. She is a really nice artist, a really fun friend to just chat with occasionally. She is a very hard worker who doesn't give herself enough credit. I got a few friends like that, but that's why I work so hard to make sure people know how much I appreciate them. Because everyone needs to know that their work is seen and appreciated. From the, her little profile picture thing on the right, her silly little noodles on the left, and she made me an art this year, and that is this. It might have been last year, I don't remember exactly when it was, but regardless. Look how cool I am in this. I look like a mafia boss or something. That's why I used it for some Yakuza thumbnails in the past. Because it's so cool. Fun little story is, I sometimes forget which order my horns go in for the color, and the first version of this art actually had both sides be blue on the bottom, red on top, and neither of us noticed for a month. It was so funny. Eventually we did get it sorted, but it's just one of those really funny things. Yes, Guri is super talented, super cool, and I love you too. The next person I want to talk about is someone who has supported me so much since I started streaming, and that is Delta Freya. Delta has been there for me since the very beginning. He's there for almost every stream. He's been a constant support and friend. He has just been so good to me over the time we've known each other. Interestingly, I met him as well through Shirayuri Pro. But he's since joined our little friend group, and we've gotten even closer. He made some really fun art for me. The Orin and time being used for my thumbnail, as I mentioned before. But he has just been such a wonderful support. By the way, Tori Taiga made this cute little art, so check her out as well. But Delta has supported me so much, and I am eternally grateful for that. Thank you, Delta. The final person I'd like to talk about is the reason I am here making this video. The reason that I am making content at all right now. The person who basically said, hey, you should become a VTuber. I think you'd be really good at it. And that is Kai Vega. Kai is one of the most important people that I know. They've been such an amazing friend ever since we first met. We bonded over Picroos, but we've just we talked and hung out I was actually digging through our DMs to find something, and it's so funny to see just the progression of our friendship. You know, look at how cute this picture is. They're a fantastic artist who also doesn't give themselves enough credit. But they are the one who made Myra. I finally found the original image. You know, it's definitely a little, you know, it was a rough sketch, but this is the, you know, reference image for Myra. My adorable little pet bunny dragon. And a fun fact, this braid is a reference to the fact that my original design had a braid on it, or was going to have a braid, but it just never didn't happen. But Kai has also made some very fun art, including something you guys should all be very familiar with these little chibis. I use these for everything. They're so versatile, so cute, just absolutely precious. And Kai is the one who designed the color scheme of Shiny Orin. So huge shoutouts to them for that. You got a never before seen Orin in a school swimsuit. I thought it was funny to put it in here. This might be the closest you guys ever get to actual, like, swimsuit Orin. But, so here you go. I love the little sun eye patch instead of my normal one. And speaking of the eye patch, you guys see the little design on my eye patch. It's supposed to be a little frozen flame, and Kai is actually the one who first gave me the design inspiration for it with this, which was actually my profile picture for some time before I even designed Orin. But Kai also, all the backgrounds you have seen, the layouts from my opening and ending screens to my, you know, for example, my game layout to my chatting, all of that was made by Kai. Now, I've taken, you know, sometimes I'll take them, like for example this screen, I took the background with the bricks that he made, and took these wood side panels that he made, and kind of adjusted them as needed. But so almost every background I have is branched off of the work that Kai made. So Kai has been just incredibly influential. It is one of my best friends, one of the greatest people out there. I love Kai so much. Thank you, Kai, for allowing me to make it this far. The past 2.5-ish years since I first got into VTubers have been some of the best of my life. Before that, I had spent many years in a really dark place. I had dealt with some things that I'm not going to get into, but I was just looking for something to cheer me up. And a couple of friends introduced me to Hololive. And from there, I ended up joining a bunch of fan servers, and for a time I was a mod in a couple of them. And I've just met so many amazing people who have completely changed my life. They helped, more than any of them can ever know, they helped me out of just some of the worst I've ever felt mentally. And I adore my friends so much. from the ones I met 10 years ago to the ones I met today. They mean so much to me, and I will do everything in my power to support them. Even half as much as they have supported me over the years. I absolutely adore my friends, and I appreciate you guys as well, my viewers. You know, for a while there, I was struggling because I just didn't feel like I was growing. You know, it's not all about the numbers, but there were streams where I'd get 1 or less viewers per stream. But I didn't want to give up. I had too many people supporting me. And ever since I've moved to YouTube, I have experienced some growth, both as a person and creator, but all, you know, as well as, you know, getting a few more eyes on my content. And I hope that in this coming year, I can show you that appreciation by making even better content. I have a big project in the works. I don't know how long it'll be till it's done, but if it comes out even half as well as I'm expecting, it's gonna be hilarious and fun, and some of my best work. So, I hope you all are looking forward to that. Thank you for your support for this past year. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you next time. This has been Orin discussing the past year. It's been a wild ride. I got COVID immediately after my debut. Well, actually, the same day as my debut. But here we are, 2023. Let's rock on. Thank you for watching. Otsurin, bye bye.